Why, hi everyone, and welcome to the back garden. It's a Tarot Chat with Jay. So we're here among morning glories and rosemary with little basil jumpers and mint. And I have something I just can't wait to tell you about. It was everything. It's an experience that happened to me, and it was good, bad, ugly, scary, funny, indifferent, weird, just everything. So what happened? I bought a deck of tarot cards. Not really exciting news, you say. However, I bought my first deck of tarot cards that was a pirate deck, a false deck. I did not intentionally buy them, but when I got them home and had a little while to look and think and investigate and, calm down a minute from getting the light Seer's tarot, when I came down from that excitement for a moment and really got to focus, I began to see some discrepancies. There are fantastic pre-existing YouTube videos. I suggest, just, search it in the bar and take a look. Some really brilliant people before me have had this happen, especially with this deck. What I did is bought the true deck. I got on my computer that evening and checked to see if my local Barnes & Noble had a physical copy, and they did not, so I ordered it. So I'd like to do an unboxing, not to run through the whole deck, but just to sort of get my first impressions of the true deck, and to let you know, just in case you haven't seen it, here are some ways that you can tell. We're going to start with size. Clearly this is a tiny copy. What they do is they take this big print, someone makes a tiny copy, pirates, copies it, and sells it. How else do we know? The true deck has Chris Ann, the creator's name, right here, and also this is only the cards. This is the cards and guidebook. And I heard the guidebook is dynamite, like 192 pages solid, and it's supposed to be really, really well written. But, that's what's happening there. Another way that you can tell, it's printed by Hay House. The publisher was not on this deck. The year was not on this deck. The guidebook is not in this deck. This little, what do you call this little computer thing that's supposed to take you to another site takes you to nowhere. It doesn't work. So those are some clues that we see from the deck itself. Now, what I would like to do, also, this did not come wrapped in cellophane. How did I get taken in? A lot of it was location. I was at an outdoor event with many tents and a lot of traffic. I was not in a Barnes & Noble bookstore or a specific bookstore or my local metaphysical store that I know and trust very well. I was out there in Sound and Fury. And also all the decks were jumbled into a little bin, like a laundry bin. And it was one of those things like when they roll up the dessert tray at the end of the meal, it's not a question of do you want dessert, it's a question of spin and flourish and which dessert will you choose. It's a marketing trick. So I got tricked because I'm just rifling through going, oh no, I don't want that one, I have that one, Brian Froud, fairies don't need it, blah blah blah, chatting it up with the person that's next to me because I'm super excited to be talking tarot cards, with anyone. Clearly. Thank you, YouTube. So I don't know, and it wasn't priced. The price wasn't on it. There wasn't any sign for me to reflect and say, wait a minute, is that the true price? It was just like, oh, I've chosen the one I want. How much is it? Here's my dollar. And I did not get the excited pop from the seller that I was expecting either. I did not get the banter and conversation. I got the shifty eye. You know? So, location, taking your time to know what deck you're looking for, size of the deck, what's actually written on it. This is a crappy little tuck box. There we go. I had to handwrite the information on it. This is a pirate copy of Chris Ann's 2019 The Light Seer's Tarot. Will I burn the cards? No. What am I going to do with them? I don't really know. But I don't necessarily... Oh, God, they're so beautiful. I don't think it's the cards' fault. And some people do say that this is a very shuffle-look-bowl, very small-sized deck, fits in your hand. The cards are all there. I counted 78. Oh my God, they weren't even in order. I opened it up and I'm like, Queen of Cups, that's not supposed to be there. It's usually the Fool. Usually the Fool starts off the parade, but not this time, not this time. So, this clearly is a study deck, something for me, maybe, you know, it becomes less precious. It means I can bring it out to the garden and on windy days and Tarot adventures outside maybe. But I knew that I could not make a true video. I could not talk about this deck without honoring the creator, without buying this deck, without laying down the money. And what did it do? It cost me. It didn't cost me a ton, but it cost me. It's a lesson. And it's one I'm very happy to rectify by sending the money to the creator who really deserves it. That was it. I didn't want to be unfair to her. Gorgeous. And what do we get? We get a little dedication. We get a beautiful little message. We get this spectacular guidebook, which I'll be reading this week. Thank you. Oh, they're so beautiful. Oh, wow. Oh, this little ribbon off. Okay. So, they're gorgeous. They're so much more beautiful. The color is great. The line work is amazing. They are so much more brighter and vibrant. Wow. They're fat and thick, matte and slidey. Ooh, the artwork is so clear. They're so, so pretty. So, here we are. Oh, look at that. Now, this is much clearer. Much clearer. I was very disappointed with the wheel. In the pirate copy, her teeth are all blacked out and she looks really jagged, like she just woke up. Here she's looking beautiful and fresh and free and linen and Doc Marten boots, and you know I'm down for that. Well, perhaps not, but let me tell you, I'm especially down for that. It's gorgeous, yeah. All the line work is a lot more specific. I can see the line, I can see the color, I can see what's going on in the cards now. Ooh. This Two of Swords. So, yeah, it was a really fascinating little foray into tarot, and I'm really glad that I decided to make it right and push that buy button and rectify my error and learn from it. Here we go. I keep flipping up to this too. And I'm really, really looking forward to taking my time with this deck and getting to know it and read the book. I think this is going to be a lifelong experience with me in the Light Seer's Tarot. And this deck, I'm not sure what its path will be, but it's a lesson, it's a learning deck. So we'll see where this one takes us. In the meanwhile, let me just grab two of the cards so here maybe you can see a little bit of the difference right there between the backs. And who do we have? Ace of Swords and King of Wands. Kenez, fire and salamander with his Leo lion and his flame. And here we have the true card, Ace of Swords, on the spiral staircase that is the mind. Friends, thank you for joining me here outside. I guess this is a Tarot Folly with Jay today. And perhaps I'm hoping that someone might learn from my mistakes. I certainly have. And I'm very much looking forward to learning even more lessons from light seers. Have a wonderful witching day, everyone. It's been Jay.